Hey, good morning, Coach Burt. 6:51 on Thursday morning. Big day for almost 400 or 500 people because they're going through Purpose to Profit with me. It is possible for you to locate your purpose, and it is possible for you to convert that purpose to profit. It is possible, right? It is possible. A lot of people, number one, 87% of people never find their purpose, and then the ones who find their purpose can't figure out how to make money with it. So I'm going to do a quick message for you this morning so I can get home and see my kids and head out to the lodge to do this virtual for 400 or 500 people for 3 days, man. I'm going to be pouring into 400 people for 3 days, everything I got. So this morning, as one of my physical coaches always said, let's get our mind ready for what our body's about to do. So I was in Rockbox getting my mind and my body ready, Dorian, for what my body was about to do. Amanda Beaner, Amber Walsh. So here's the deal, Freddie Blanton. Every day we're hustling. But a lot of people hustle and they don't know how to convert hustle into cash. And they were playing that song this morning when I was in the gym. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Well, I hustle every day. What I got to teach people, Daniel Hodges, is converting hustle into cash. And the way you convert hustle into cash is really one or two ways, James Neese. It's literally by going out into the marketplace and touching and tagging and talking to and listening to as many people as you can, and then hustling to the deal. We got a guy who signed up for a What's Next Mastermind last night, Daniel Hodges. That's the one you need to be in. And he's built an insurance agency, sold an insurance agency, and man, I met him, I talked to him, I listened to him, and I just followed up with him, man, until I found the right product for him. And I just keep going. So the hustle turns to cash when you are literally locating the ambitions of other people, and you just keep going until you bring them to a decision. Now, in the book Flip the Switch, I talk about taking something through, Daniel, to its logical conclusion. And a lot of people, one guy argued with me for 3 days about that. Like, there is no logical conclusion. Yes, you set out to help a person, you put them in the right product, you move them from A to B. There is a conclusion. There is a conclusion, right? Like closing a deal is the first conclusion. And what I notice, guys, D. Hodges, is just a lot of people don't have the staying power to do that. And so there's a lot of people hustle, they're busy, they're moving, they're circulating, they're exhausted, but they're not converting it to cash. So over the next 3 days, I'm going to be coaching 400 or 500 people on converting hustle to purpose, converting purpose to profit. And there is internal profit, which feeds the internal bank account, and there's external profit, which feeds your physical bank account. Now, if you do this right, you should be able to fill them both. You should be able to use your skills and talents to exchange those skills and talents for somebody else's problem and ambition, and in the process, they come back and thank you. And because of that, that gives you purpose. That is exchange. So I got to teach you, it's good to hustle. I'm not opposed to hustle. I think hustle is a good thing. I think everybody needs to be hustling. I think what people got to figure out is steps 2, 3, and 4 is converting their unique skill set into money. And that is the whole reason I created the best-selling program, Purpose to Profit. It's the whole reason I'm pouring 3 days of my life into 500 people. It's the whole reason is because I really believe it is possible. I'm living proof that it's possible. A lot of people I coach are living proof that it's possible. So if you're out there hustling, but it's not converting to cash, then where do we go? Skill, number 1. Pray drive, number 2, right? We go to confidence, number 3. We got to turn confidence into cash, man. We got to turn confidence into cash. And ultimately, we got to take confidence and convert it to cash confidence. And ultimately, remarkable boldness will produce both, right, Timothy? Bonnie, I see you today. So you guys out there, you still got a chance to get in. PurposeToProfitLive.com. PurposeToProfitLive.com. I think you can still get a ticket today. It's over, 400 to 500 people going to be there. I live for days like this. Greatness needs an event. Remember that. Greatness needs an event. There's got to be something that gives you an opportunity to shine. And without that opportunity, nobody knows how great you are. So, love you guys. Everybody needs a coach. Every day I'm hustling. How to convert hustle into money. Love you. Before I get started, there is one very important question I have to ask you.
Coach Micheal Burt, Monster Producer Academy CEO. He's a personal friend of mine.
What good is it to have knowledge with no desire? What good is it to have desire with no skill? What good is it to have knowledge and skill with no confidence?
A big part of activating your prey drive is finding and refining your talent. This is something that helps you get to the next place.
People are made up of 4 parts: a body, a mind, a heart, and a spirit.
You need to know you, and then you need to have an awareness, and sometimes you don't even know what you need.
So all 4 parts of our nature have to be clicking. Your hard skill solves my problem. The bigger the problem, the more money people will pay to solve it.
Everything is valuable to your future. What I'm really paying you for is your past.
A monster producer combines multiple skills to dominate a market.
When you get to wake up every day and do what you love doing, man, it is hard not to be motivated.
They think at a higher ordinance than everybody else. They want to create new things. I have a conviction about me, and that's the conviction that you feel when I talk, when I speak. It comes across as passion.
You got to learn how to connect to another person at such a deep level that it moves them. You have goals, you have targets, but you don't have a sense of urgency.
They're going to exchange money, energy, they're going to raise capital, they're going to start new businesses, there's going to be joint ventures.
I think your purpose finds you. It is activated. The word activate means to initiate.
Discipline, which is a derivative of the word disciple, which means to give yourself to a person or cause you believe in. Do you believe in your future, yes or no?
When we know better, we do better. Finding the problem that you are uniquely qualified to solve, and you don't know what problem you really solve for whom, then there is no big financial exchange right there. You should leave here thinking bigger today than when you came.
And I want to shake your hand and look you in the eyeball when you make this decision. Thank you. We'll see you in the back. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Coach Micheal Burt, and I have a real simple philosophy. I believe everybody needs a good coach in their life. I believe a good coach can change your life. I believe a good coach will get you to do things you don't want to do. They'll challenge you to become something you didn't think you could become, but a good coach can take you to places you never thought you could become. How many of you got to where you are today because somebody, somewhere chose to see the good in you when it was easy to see the bad? See, when Doug called me, he said, Coach, I want you to really talk about going pro. How many of you guys have heard me say at some point in everyone's life, we make a decision? The word decide means to kill something off. The word decision means to cut something away. And we make a decision to leave our amateur desires behind. And we go pro. And we go pro in the body, physically. We go pro in the mind, mentally. We go pro in the heart, emotionally. And we go pro in the spirit, spiritually. We leave those amateur desires behind and we go pro. You see, Doug mentioned that I do a lot of work with Dr. Kevin Elko, which is Nick Saban's psychologist at the University of Alabama. Dr. Elko always says some people play on Friday nights, some people play on Saturdays, but the pros play on Sundays. And then there's the Super Bowl pros that play for the Super Bowl. And only you can make up your mind to leave those amateur desires behind and take this business serious and go pro. So I'm gonna break down the habits of the top 1% of performers in the world. Would that be okay for you? How many of you would like to be in the top 1% of performers in the world? And I'm gonna show you that the top 1 to 3% of performers have 5 things that they do, and you can look at these 5 things and you can ask yourself, where do I struggle? What is my missing structure? How do I build this? And it all goes back to cycles. So Doug mentioned my talent. I can't cook. I'm geographically illiterate. Can't fix a car. There's a lot of things I can't do, guys. But the good Lord gave me the talent to take a concept, deconstruct that concept, codify that concept, and then package and deliver that concept in a way that activates something deep inside of a person. You see how clear I am in my talent? See, each one of you have a unique talent. That talent was given to you at birth. It was factory installed by the manufacturer. But you have birthday gifts that you haven't opened yet. And once you find the birthday gift, and once you package the birthday gift, and once you distribute the birthday gift, then you can go help a lot of people with the birthday gift.